is we're gonna lay everything out for you, and we're gonna help you so that you can build this in a way that fits your life. Okay, you don't need to know everything yet. That was one of the things that I didn't. I remember I said yes. I launched my business. I called Tim and I said, I don't know anything. I don't even know how to log in. I don't know where my link is. And I just want you guys to know that you can have great success here by not knowing everything. But again, this call is definitely gonna give you your roadmap. So you just need to be open. You just need to be present. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, take some notes. And you just need to be really willing to take the next right step. Okay, so you're not late, you're not behind, you're right on time, and I am going to start by sharing my screen. So take a breath, lean in, and let's get started. Here we go. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your Riman orientation. This is where you start. And again, we're going to lay everything out for you this evening. So I just want again to say welcome. You are officially a beauty planner, and that's a big deal. You already said yes. Tonight is about showing you how to win. So we're going to set you up for success here. Some of you are maybe excited. If you're, again, I saw excited in the chat. Maybe some of you are overwhelmed. Maybe you're like, okay, I said yes, I decided, but I'm a little overwhelmed. And I just want you guys to know all of that is so normal, so normal. Again, you don't need to know everything. You just need to follow the system. And we have an incredible system. Everything here is plug and play. And basically here, you're going to be able to use a lot of leverage from some incredible people that have been in the industry for a really, really long time. And again, those are all just small parts of what's going to help you here. So your orientation is your roadmap. And so what to focus on first and what actually matters and what to ignore. And so we're going to go right to the next slide. So here's exactly what we're covering tonight. Simple, right? Intentional. First, a quick welcome so that you understand what you joined. Then we're going to show you our simple system that we have in place for you because no one here builds alone. And next, we're going to walk you guys through how to launch your business the right way. So there's no guessing, there's no chaos. And then we're going to wrap up with a few important announcements so that you guys know what's next. And you're all plugged in. Okay, so nothing extra, nothing overwhelming or anything like that, just clarity, direction, and momentum. So most of you guys are familiar with our history, but just as a refresher, we're going to walk you guys through it again this evening as well. So let's ground this. Basically, these are the facts. So Riman was established in 2018 in Korea. So this is not a startup experiment. That's pretty exciting. We've done over 2.5 billion in revenue, and we are the #1 rated K-beauty brand in Korea. There we go. So 40 million bottles sold before North America opened. And I want you guys to kind of sit with this for just a little bit. I'm going to pause right here because this is a really big deal. And I know you know it's a big deal. It's why you said yes to this. But again, think about it. We're competing in a place that is known, right, for being leaders in the beauty industry. We come in late and rise to the top, becoming #1 in K-beauty. And if you guys are familiar with South Korea, it's about the size of Indiana. There's 50 million people there. We sold 40 million bottles of just one product. You guys, one product, our dermatology cream. And so right there, again, pretty big deal. People are looking for what you have, and you guys have it right now in your hands. We just launched in North America in 2023, and global expansion has been rapid and it's intentional. K-beauty, it's a movement. And so we want to make sure that we are first in every single country before the world catches up. So again, a very, very exciting time. We launched in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, we're already there. And again, we'll be in 50 countries in the next 5 years. So this is vertical integration. We control everything. We can control the manufacturing, the R&D, the campuses, the global events, everything. So again, you didn't join early stage chaos. You guys are coming in where we have a proven global brand that's expanding, basically with you right here at the right time, the right place. You are positioned very, very well. So Riman didn't just create products. And again, these were all of the reasons why I said yes to this incredible brand, this incredible company. They rethought the entire model. So every single decision was redesigned around five things that usually don't all work together. And it's very rare to see all of these five things in alignment. So just a quick sweep across the icons. The first one is philosophy, science first, skin health over hype, always. And so again, truly caring about the ingredients, the products, right? Products are clinically driven, globally respected. This is we're not chasing trends here. We are the innovators. We will always be on the cutting edge and will always be leading the way in the K beauty industry. Our price is luxury results without the luxury markups. And so we're giving people a luxury experience at an affordable price. Our plan, of course, is a compensation model built for real people, not full-time influencers. And that was really refreshing for me we all start as a newbie, right? We all start brand new and fresh. And so I loved that this was built for everyone, no matter your background, no matter if you've never done anything like this before, we got you. And that brings us to the people. It's community over competition, and it is support over pressure. And again, this is why Riman, you guys, is scaling the way that it's scaling. It's moving the way that it's moving, which is rapidly, and why it works for people at every single stage, including you. Okay, so we're going to walk you guys through now your tools and everything that you need to know about your Riman business. And so it starts with Riman.com. So this is your home base. Everything runs through here, okay? So you don't need multiple platforms or complicated systems. This is where you're going to enroll customers. This is where you're going to enroll new planners. This is where you shop as well. This is where you're going to be able to place and, of course, manage orders. You're going to be able to track your sales. You're going to be able to see your commissions, your bonuses. You're going to have access to all of your business and marketing tools as well in one place. So if you can log in to your website, you can run this business. That's how simple this is. If you can log in, you can run this business. And we're going to show you exactly where everything lives step by step, starting with your dashboard. So this is your business dashboard. We call it My Office. And you're going to log in using the same as you would if you were shopping on your mall. Okay. So you log in using the same Riman.com email and password that you created. So there's no extra logins here. This is where you get to see a snapshot of where are you today. You can check your commissions, your rank progress, your eligibility. You'll also see your team, customers, all your reports are here, and they're all in one place. I love that they're all in one place. For me, I like to go to My Office because mainly it shows me exactly where I am, what I still need to do. To me, it's kind of like checking in with my boss. That's my back office. And the back office it's so user-friendly and it's so amazing and it's full of such great information. But again, it's going to keep you, check it. I really encourage you guys to get into your back office, look at it every single day, even if you are just getting started. Because as you do grow and as it starts to light up, it gets really, really exciting. Okay. So again, you don't need to understand all of this today. We're going to show you exactly what to look for first and what actually matters. And that brings us to our personal mall. So you guys have your very own website. And this is how you're going to be able to share Riman. And I want you guys, again, to think of this as your personal mall. This is your personal storefront, and it's all built for you, okay? So one of the things that I love is I get to create shopping bags for people. And this is going to walk you guys step by step through not just how to create a bag, but also that everything lives right here as far as where your shareables are. So you're going to find your mall link that you're going to share to customers, your enrollment link for people that want to partner with you as a business builder, and also your social share link that you can send by text or DM or on social media. But again, all of your links are here. So you're going to log in, you're going to go to create bag, and then it's going to take you to your referral links and how to create a bag. So you don't need to memorize products, you guys. Please know that you don't need to be a professional. You don't need to know all the ingredients. You don't need to know all of the things. You don't need your own website. You don't need to be tech savvy or anything like that. You simply just need to know how to share a link, because we've done everything else. Okay. All right. Now, if you do want to go one step further and you want to create your own shopping bag, a customized specific shopping bag for a friend, or, maybe someone just wants exactly what you're using. They've seen your results or soaks, like, oh my gosh, you're tell me exactly what you're using. This is where you guys can create a shopping cart. It's going to make it really easy for people. And so basically your bags are country specific. So yes, you can share shopping bags globally. So customers are going to always see the right products, their prices, their currency, everything automatically. Okay. So here's the steps. You're going to creating the bag is literally 1, 2, 3. Number 1, name the bag. Number 2, choose the country. Number 3, add the products. And then you're going to create the bag. It's going to give you a link. That link, I like to share those links and I title my bag. It might be essential ritual, my top 3 faves, whatever you want to customize it, whatever you want to create, you guys can do that here. Okay. And then they're going to live in your office. You're going to be able to always go back to them, and you can add more if you want to. But again, you don't need to perfect this. This is actually very, very user friendly, very simple. Your first bag can be as simple as the ritual that you love. What are you currently using? Because I will tell you this, people are going to want to use what you're using. Okay. When they start to see your before and after, and I hope all of you guys have taken your before picture, you're waiting for your products are on their way. You've already got that before picture. And then again, you want to be taking that after as well, because that is truly the simplicity of what we're doing here. Okay. All right. The next portion of your tools that you have for your business is called the Drive. And so this is your plug and play marketing library. And again, you do not need to create content from scratch. You don't need to be a content creator of any sorts if you don't want to, because we already did that part for you here. Okay. So here you're going to be able to find all of your products on one sheet. Your social media graphics, anything that we have going on. Basically, all of your marketing materials are here, business tools and forms, company videos. This presentation is there. So if you guys want access to this presentation, you can have access to it right here in the Drive. And also the opportunity call is there as well. So again, we're going to keep it nice and simple for you. Consistency beats creativity, you guys, every single time. Really the work is just our before picture, using the products, taking it after, and sharing our story. That's all we're doing. And so again, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, I got to do all these things, you don't, I promise you. Okay. All right. Last is launching your business. This is so important. I cannot stress the importance of this. This also is located in the Drive. So you guys are going to be able to pull this up. This page right here, this is your roadmap. This is not homework. You guys, this is something that needs to be filled out. And I'm going to kind of walk you guys through the importance of this. And again, you don't need to fill it out perfectly. You just need to get started here. This is where it's going to at least give you an idea of, okay, here, what are my next steps? So success here doesn't come from guessing. It comes from making that decision. You guys already made the decision. You already decided. So what do you want to happen in the next 90 days? Why does this matter to you? And are you willing to follow a proven path instead of reinventing one or just trying to figure it out as you go? So again, always so important, write your goals down on paper. Keep this where you can see it, refer to it often. And then again, as you reach those goals, I would recommend doing it again. So this plan is going to keep you focused. It's what's going to fuel your motivation. And it's going to get you excited. It's going to get you excited about what you're creating here and what you're building, because the sky is the limit. You do not need to hustle. You just need direction. And direction starts with you creating your own game plan. Okay. So this is going to be customized to you. All right. Goals give your business direction. We know that, right? Your why is it's what's gonna give you the staying power. Because there are days where I'm just like I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed. But I will tell you, every single time I refer back to this and I look at my goals and why I said yes to this and what do I want to create here, I'm telling you, it like I'm right back in. I'm right back in. I'm excited. It gives me purpose. There's so many incredible things, you guys, that this has done. I know for my life personally, I can give you a whole 2-hour presentation just on how it's blessed my life. But I'm excited for this for you guys too. So most people, you guys, they don't quit because they're incapable. They quit because they're unclear. So again, get really, really clear on your goals. Okay. And again, take the time to do this. I promise you, sometimes it feels like, oh, this is just busy work. It's not. Your why matters, and your why matters because it's going to carry you through the days again that you don't feel like showing up. It's not about rank. It's not about the money. Money just funds the why. So why are you doing this? Because money is going to fund that. Okay. It might be freedom. It might be confidence. It might be, I mean, we all have a different reason. Okay. So super, super important. Make sure that you do that. It's a really, really exciting step. And then again, you can get some dates on the calendar. Okay. Before we talk about, your game plan and helping you get, to that first significant rank that makes such an impact in your life and the lives around you. I want to walk you guys through our starter kit. So, and I want you to understand why these are in place for you and why they are so, so important. First, people don't buy products, they buy belief. So my background is in television. I worked on the Home Shopping Network. You guys might be familiar with QVC. I did that for 20 years, a really, really long time. And one of the things that I learned in working in television and selling products was people don't buy products, they buy your belief. They bought my excitement, right? And that's exactly the same thing here. And belief is built by doing what? Using the products yourself. And so this is why it's so important that we have them. Your story starts right here. And so when you're actually using the products, you're feeling them, you're creating your before and after, you're seeing the results. People are starting to see the results, right? Your confidence is just, it's natural. You don't have to convince anyone. Now you're doing what you're doing already. You're just sharing, right? Someone compliments you on your lipstick, your purse, your shoes, your outfit, right? What do? Oh, I got it from here. Here's the link. Oh, I got it from here. Here's the link. No different. It's exactly the same thing. Okay. So now you get to share. This is how real stories are created here with the products. And that's what people are going to trust. Okay. But there's something else to this as well. When I first started, and I'm going to share this with you because I think it's really, really important and I also just want to be clear. We all start different. When I said yes and I decided, I looked at this as a smart business move and I was here to make money. That was why I decided to say yes. And I reached out to my mentor, Timothy Herr, and I said, here's one thing that I ask of you. Please do not let me leave money on the table. I am here. I do not want to waste money. Do not let me leave money on the table. And he said, I got you. And he did. And I says, okay, what's my first step? He goes, well, before you launch, let's get you to manager. And I was like, perfect, done. Tell me what to do. So super coachable. Be coachable. The person that invited you here, they have your back. They want what you want. Okay. Your goals become their goals and they're here to help you get that. So what did I do? I picked up 2 of the starter kit premiums. Okay. That got me to manager. Then I launched my business. Now, instead of making 5 to 10%, I was making 20 to 30%. That was a smart business move for me. So you guys, your purchases count towards your rank. Your purchases count. You get paid on your purchases. You get a paycheck from your purchases because you're a beauty planner. That's pretty exciting, right? So really, really important. But here's the game changer. And this, you guys, this part's really, really important for your business. As a beauty planner, one of your first goals is to unlock your unilevel right out of the gate. Okay. Why do we do this? We do this because that is what allows you to earn an additional 5% on top of what you're already making. So if you're one and you don't want to leave money on the table, this is why it's super, super important. Okay. What is unilevel? How do we unlock it? 1000 SP. So if you're looking at these kits right now, what kit would unlock your unilevel? Because your purchases count. The starter kit plus, right? And so this is one of the simplest, smartest ways to unlock your unilevel is by starting with the starter kit plus. It's going to give you the products, right? So now you can experience the products. It's going to help build your belief and your story. And it's going to provide the 1000 SP you need to unlock your unilevel. So instead of trying to piece things together later, you guys are positioning yourself correctly from day one, and you're already almost halfway to manager. So starter kits, you guys, they're not just products, they're positioning. And they position you to believe in what you're sharing, tell an authentic story, and earn at a higher level immediately. And then, of course, we've got your Canadian starter kits as well. And again, these kits are the smartest foundation for your belief, your story, and your income here at Riman. And as we wrap up this portion of the orientation, again, I just want to remind you guys something really, really important. You didn't just sign up for a business, you said yes to a decision, and you are the only one that knows what that decision is. Again, super important to launch your business. Why are you doing this? Write that down. Okay. All right. I have the honor now to stop sharing my screen, and I get to introduce our next speaker to you. I'm so excited because I just met her briefly right now today on this call. And what's really, really cool about this woman is that it's all about education and trust, right? One of the things that sets Remont apart from really any other company is that we don't just rely on trends or hype or opinions. We lean into science, formulation, and professional expertise. And this is why so many doctors are saying yes to Remon. And so I am so incredibly excited again to introduce Dr. Michelle. Michelle, how do you pronounce your last name? I don't want to
Iglesias.
in glasses. Okay,
Iglesias.
yes, that's what I thought, but I was like, I don't want to totally butcher your last name. So, you guys, she's a board certified family medicine physician with nearly 2 decades of experience in clinical practice. I can go on and on about her background, but again, very, very excited to have her here. She is a team leader here with us. She's just getting started. She's going to be director probably before the end of the month is over. So she's going to be one of our newest directors. So excited about that. And so again, you guys, can everyone please put some hearts in the chat? Give me a huge warm welcome for this incredible lady. And she's going to walk you guys through all the things.
Thank you, Christy. Good evening, everyone. I'm so honored to have been asked to be part of this tonight's orientation. I am so blessed to have come across Riman. It literally fell in my lap. I was not looking for extra work. I was not trying to get busier. I was simply on a plane and I was flying from one meeting to another. And I happened to sit next to someone who had flawless skin. And as a physician who does anti aging, I can't help but notice everyone's skin. I truly believe that the health of our skin reflects our overall physical well being. So it's something I notice on everyone naturally when I'm talking to them. You know, if they're tired, if they've had a lot of sun damage, if they're dehydrated. I mean, I could tell a lot by someone's skin condition. And her and I, she's now my sponsor for Riman, but her and I were just sitting on a plane, just chit chatting, killing time throughout the flight. And towards the end of our flight, I asked her, I said, you know, I'm a physician, and so I have to ask, what are you using on your skin? I need to buy it. I shared my story that what I was investing in myself. I mean, which happened to be lots of monthly facials, lots of expensive creams, really searching for a glow as I was aging. And for those of you who have invested your time in facials, you know that that usually lasts about 48 hours. You pay about $200-300 and it lasts a couple days. So I took her at her word. She just said, it's this product, this company, Riman. I don't know. I just started using it myself. I've been using it for 10 days. I couldn't believe it. I said, okay, just pull it up on your phone. Just show me what to buy. And I bought the entire large kit, the $1,800 kit. It all arrived to my house within 3 days. I was blown away. I could not believe the result. And again, guys, I was not looking to sell anything. I was supposed to slow down this year. But what I quickly realized was that I had come across an incredible product that not only worked faster than any luxury product I had ever used, but it was affordable. It was something I can take back to my patients and say, I have something. Because prior to Riman, all I could say was, well, I go here for facials. I know this person does this type of work. Um, a lot of my patients cannot afford Botox. I work in a very low income area. So for me to tell them to go do Botox or go do fillers or go do expensive invasive procedures, I really can't do that. It's very rare. So for me to have products at our prices, $30 to $110, I was so excited. And the best thing I could have done for my patients is bring on Riman. We have it in full display in my lobby. It sells so easily. I've learned how to make it work for eczema, psoriasis, burn patients, everything. I've seen what it has done from a mental and emotional well-being. Riman has taught me just how important it is to be comfortable in your own skin. I also have to brag. I am 44 years old and I have never felt more comfortable in my own skin, especially without makeup. I was someone who never went out without makeup. I've just been so used to wearing makeup. And with Riman, I have no problem being without makeup or minimal makeup. And that's important, guys. I've seen what empowering yourself to love your skin, what it has done to women and men going through divorces, going through hard times, going through deaths or layoffs. This year, there's been so much going on in our country. So to see people going through hard times, but looking so beautiful, feeling so beautiful, and sharing how in love they are with Riman has just been such a blessing. From the compensation side, I quickly started learning the business because I ended up selling it. So I had to understand what Riman could do for people, how it could financially bless people. And I have so many stories, as KRISTIE said. I mean, I could spend 2 hours testifying to what I have seen, how it has impacted my team's lives, whether they're making $500 a month, whether they're making $5,000 a month. Just to hear the stories and see the impact that it's had on my team has been so, so beautiful. So I really, I'm just so happy and blessed that Riman has come into my life. For you all to take a chance on this, you can't lose. You really can't lose. You are a walking billboard. Even if you don't want to talk about skincare, even if you want to go to a party and not have someone ask you, what are you doing? You can't avoid it. I mean, people will come to you. You will sell this naturally just at any store, any gas station, anything you're doing. So you have come across a great company with great leaders, great mentors. Whether they are in your lane or in someone else's lane, they are there to help you. And they truly, truly want to see everyone succeed. So you cannot lose with this. You are going to be so excited that you came on to this team. So thank you. I believe the next person I'm going to present is Miss KRISTIE Martin. I've had the opportunity to see her. I don't know her, but I have heard her speak before. So yeah, passing it on to KRISTIE Martin. Katie Martin, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, thank you so much, Dr. Michelle. So great to get to know you. Thanks for having me on tonight, you guys. I'm very, very excited. I'm a team leader here. I've been with the company. It'll be 2 years in March of 2026. So just a little over 18 months. Best skin of my life, best team of my life. I mean, you guys have already heard from KRISTIE. And obviously, look at their faces. I mean, they're shiny, they're glassy, they're gorgeous, and they've got oodles of money in their pocket because of this, because they're helping people. And that is, to me, I just look at what we're doing here, not just like as a, oh, this is a side hustle or this is a something that's gonna give me that extra. It is all of those things, but it's income that is impact driven, right? So you're impacting somebody's life. you're impacting somebody's skin, you're impacting somebody's confidence. And I'm a single mom, I have 3 children, and I have to tell you that when I get up in the morning, knowing that in order for me to make $1 to feed my family, I have to go help someone to do it, that is a darn good way to get up and go to bed every night. I'm just going to say that. So you guys are in the right place if you have a heart for that type of thing and a heart for that kind of work and you really want to make a difference in the world, that is what we're doing here. We're changing lives. So how do we do this? I'm going to talk to you guys about senior manager rank. This is, in my opinion, the foundation rank of this company because you're in enough to know that you've got some skin in the game. You know, you're serious. You've come so far. You didn't come this far to come this far. And then Mr. Tim Herr, who is just the biggest firecracker you'll ever meet in your life, he's going to talk to you guys about team leader, which is an even crazier, bigger, most incredible rank where the real big money starts pouring in. But you cannot get to team leader if you don't do senior manager. And the best part about senior manager is it's easy to do. And in my opinion, it's easy to do. And I think that it's so duplicatable. So when you just think about stamping your papers, passports, stamping, and on you go, you're a senior manager. And then the next person's a senior manager. And then the next person's a senior manager. And then before you know it, you got a whole bunch of senior managers and boom, you're a director. So we're going to talk about senior manager and why it's so important. Well, the first thing that's important is that you're doing this tonight. This is about you guys. This is about your business. This is about learning. Learning is important, but learning only gets you so far. You have to learn, then you have to do. You must do. Learning without doing is just like dreaming and wishing and hoping, right? You have to put action behind it, and that's where the achievement comes in. So you have to remember that. Learn, do, achieve. Learn, do, achieve. You without the middle part, you get nowhere. You're just spinning your tires. You're on a treadmill. So this is the roadmap. And the biggest thing about this is that when people start out as a planner, they make 10%. When you get to senior manager, we're talking 30%. This is not just like, oh, like, let me just screw around and get my nails done. This is like, I want to pay my mortgage. Okay. I'm a single mom. I don't need that in my life. I don't need nail money. I don't need Starbucks money. I need to pay my mortgage. So I'm here for serious, and I hope y'all are too. I think the fact that you're on this call means you're here for serious. So what is the thing to focus on? The thing to focus on is this 6,000 in points, sales points. So senior manager game plan here, you have to do 6,000 in in the current 3 month snapshot, the last 3 months. So if we're sitting here and it's, December, so we've got October, November, December is what we're counting right now as our snapshot. And then when December comes to a close, then it's going to be November, December, January. And that's our 3 month snapshot. So within those 3 months, we need 6,000 SP, sales points. Or you can even do it faster than 3 months. So you could just average a 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. That's fine. But hey, if you're like, I want to make the money quickly, right? Like yesterday, you can get that done today. You can get it done in 5 days. You can figure it out. I mean, I think I hit senior manager in about 10 days. I think that was about it. And that's because I called people and said, I feel like I just got a hot stock tip. I don't know what this hot thing is, but everybody's talking about Korean and this is #1 in Korea and it's so stinking affordable. What's the best that could happen? We buy $300 worth of skincare and we love it. And, we'll figure it out as we go, which I love that approach. You got to fix the plane while you're flying it sometimes. And the worst thing is that we're going to buy some skincare that we actually like and that we use. That's the worst thing that's going to happen. And when I looked at everyone's faces and everyone's faces were glowing, I'm like, none of these people are unique. They all look the same. It's working for everyone, young, old, man, woman, child, it doesn't matter. I've seen them all. They're all there and they all have these shiny foreheads. I want a shiny forehead. So I just said, what's the best that could happen? So 10 friends times, 300 a piece. Now you're a manager, you find 20 friends. I mean, that's a lot of phone calls to make. You could do it in a lot faster time than that is what I'm saying. So, and the best part about this, it doesn't have to just be you. It is your sales, everything that you buy and sell, anything that your customers buy and sell. It's also if you bring on a business partner and they're like, hey, I'm not going to screw around just buying the product. I want to get in on this gig also. I want to help people and make money at the same time. Now you've got some planners, their orders count, and their customer orders count. So you have a lot of help to get yourself to that 6,000 in that 3 months span of time. It's possibly I would say a lot quicker than that. You can totally do it. Okay, in order for your paycheck to come to you, you have to have 3 active customers in a month, and that's so simple. If you're even looking at that as a road a speed bump of some kind, that is not a thing that you look at. You're just like, I'm well past that. Then let's talk about the top retailer bonus. Right here in the middle, it says 30 to 40%. The 30 is the baseline. So if, Jermaine always says if you have a $5 thing on the table and a $20 bill on the table, which do you take? You take them both. He always says that on every call. I'm totally stealing his line, but it sticks with me. And when you guys attend these calls and you start listening to all these different leaders, which I would recommend that you do, attend multiple of them, you're going to pick up the language that means something to you. It's going to hit you over the head, whether it's me or Tim or Christy or somebody else. So he said you take them both. So you want the 30% commission, and then you want that extra top retailer bonus. So if you get that 1,000 sales, or I'm sorry, 2,000 SP and 20 customers, you get an extra 5%. If you get 4,000 SP in a month and 40 active customers, you get an extra 10%. Now you're making team leader money. Now you're making 40%, which is incredible. On top of that, you've got your unilevel commissions because you've hit that $1,000 in that threshold. And now you're getting paid on any downline that you have, and you're going to unlock up to 4 levels of unilevel. The next slide is going to show you the exact numbers of that. So let's just go there, shall we? So let's just say here you are at the top, you're a senior manager, woohoo, and once you hit that, you hit it for life, baby. You have you don't have to requalify. There's no volume flushing and let's reset to 0 at the start of the month. No way. You're 30% for keeps. So wouldn't you want to make that happen like now? So that from tomorrow on, it's 30%, 30%, 30%. Like, why are we screwing around with 10 and 20 when we could be at 30? So you get that forever. So once you have a customer, you're going to get that 30 to 40%, whether you take the 20 or the 5 or both of them, right? You've got a customer, you're making 30 to 40% on your customers. Then you've got a planner. Let's say somebody signs up. Now they're getting their little piece of commission and you're getting the difference. So they get their 10% and you're going to make 20% on them. Let's say that person becomes a manager. Now they get 20%, you get the difference. So whatever their base pay is, you get the difference between it. Okay, so if they're making 20%, the difference between 20 and 30 is 10, so you make 10% on them. If they hit senior manager, you still get a little 5%. They're not going to leave you out. They're going to make sure you get paid on everybody. It's amazing. This is like, I try to explain this to a few of my teamies, and early on I was like, I don't know the commission structure. I just know I get a check, and it's great. That's me. You show me a spreadsheet and I'm starting to sweat. It's just not my gig. I'm a creative brain. So if any of my creative brains are in the house and you're like, I don't know what she's saying, 10, 20, whatever, I just want to get a paycheck, that was me. And this is how I explain it. It's a parfait. It's a parfait of pay. So you've got layers of pay. You've got your commissions, you've got your bonuses, you've got your unilevel in there, you've got like open group things. They throw around all these letters and numbers and whatever. And I was just like, I just want to know what is the next thing I have to do? What is the goal I have to hit? I'm going to hit it. And I'm telling you, 6,000 SP with you and your friends, your customers, your planners, and their customers, and you'll get there. And like Christy said, keep your nose in your back office and just start measuring there's a little tracker in there. It's so cute. It'll tell you exactly how far you're going. It's like, it is the most user-friendly thing. And like I said, you have to just know a little bit at a time. You don't have to know every little detail about how to hit national director and senior national director and all that. It's just the next right step for the right reason. Okay. So senior manager though is that next step for the right reason because it's the big jump in pay, guys. You want that now. And you want to make sure that you invest in those starter kits because that is really how you're going to get there the fastest. Because you could call a bunch of your buddies, you could do that and wait for them to call you back, or you could just jump into those starter kits and get going and get rolling. Another thing that Jermaine always says is you can't open a McDonald's without any hamburgers. If you want to have a business, you have to have product to sell. And the only products that you are going to show are the ones that you're going to sell. So if you just buy this little thing down here for $300 and you've got a bunch of little baby bottles and you're like, we just use baby bottles around here. People are going to be like, where are the big ones? Right? We need what? Like that no one's going to take you serious. So you need to have a serious storefront in order to make that money. And you know what it is? It's a trust thing. It's a trust thing. You have to trust the person that you signed up with. If they've got a glassy face and they're telling you how to do it, and this is the call to tell you how to do it, you have to be like, you know what? I can bet on me. I can bet on me and my work ethic all day long. So if I can see that the proof, even if I don't have that glassy face yet, I'm looking around the room and everybody's got the glassy face and they're going, this is how you do it. You just have that trust and you have belief in yourself. So believe in yourself that if you invest in one of these, you're going to be able to turn that around and show people the proof is in the pudding. Just look at all these faces, and that there is an access point, and we have all the tools that you need to get going and get started. So we have these different starter kits that are all built for your success. Some have literature with them that's going to help you like share the products. I mean, really all the work is done for you. You're not going to have to sit there and drown in a Canva doc or whatever. It's done for you. That is the whole point of this whole thing, is that it's a done for you system. So let me get my notes here, make sure I did all that. Okay, on top of, fastest way is yourself. I think I've done it. I think we can introduce Tim Herr. If you think I was excited, you better buckle your seatbelt, people. You better buckle up, because Mr. Tim Herr is been in this industry since he was 17 years old, and he is an absolute dream to work with. He knows more, and he has more knowledge in his little pinky for this business than anybody I've ever met in my life, and he is the most inspiring person. When every time I get up a call with him, I want to go like, I feel like I could go run through a brick wall. So you guys give it up for Tim. He is amazing, and I'm so blessed that he's in our upline and he's here to take care of everybody.
Hey, you got
Have a great
this is
night.
what an amazing job, Katie. You got me so fired up, and I'm going to be very brief tonight because we've got Ivan Tapia on to wrap us up, and he's going to take us home. So I'm really fired up about tonight's call and really the information that we're going to be going over real quickly. And uh, basically, the key to this whole business is what, right? Is getting started, getting out of the gates, and just start sharing. I mean, that's literally the secret to this. People ask me all the time, Tim, what recommendations would you give me? I really want to go to the top. I really want to, make a significant amount of money. Why not? And they say, what should I do? And the reality is just take massive action. Just start sharing. I mean, people are going to say yes, people are going to say no, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just really opening up your heart and sharing. I think this is the time of the year, right, where we start sharing more. You know what I mean? Like Christmas time, holiday season, everybody just wants to share more, right? You just want to help out people, and that's really what it's all about. So I'll go real briefly through this quick slide deck and get myself out of the way. Anytime we got a chance to be able to hear from Ivan Tapi, he's everywhere. I mean, this guy, every time I talk to him, he's in this guy is in another state always, just making things and another country. I think he just got back from Japan. I mean, he's everywhere. So tonight we're going to be going over real quickly, launching your business and getting everybody on track to be able to make sure that they hit team leader as soon as possible, right? So we're going to go over that. And I love the senior manager game plan, because that to me is really what it's all about, right? It's about becoming a senior manager. So once you become a senior manager, then all you're going to be doing is creating other senior managers. And that's literally helping other people do what you just did, right? So the faster you can make it happen, what's going to happen is the faster your organization is going to grow, right? So I want to make sure that tonight, when I go over this information, you can really help everybody understand that, right? So when I got started, I said, I need to go senior manager. What does that look like? Mr. Danny Bay, my sponsor, said 6,000 sales points. I said, all right, cool. I go, what do I do now? He goes, you want to get make sure you get your starter set. And I'm like, how many of these can I get? Right. And he's like, you can get 4. I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'm going to get 4 of them. And I ended up getting 4 of the bigger ones so I could become a senior manager. Because for me, like when you open a business, traditionally businesses cost a substantial amount of income, right? The Small Business Administration says the average small business loan's like over $60,000 to open up an average business, right? And for me, it's like, an average business is only going to profit, if they're lucky, 10%. Most businesses aren't profitable, but if a successful business profits about 7%, if they're profiting 10%, you got an over the top business. So I'm like, if I want to get started right away, so I'm making 30% profits is a no brainer. So then I said, what's the next step? And he said, now all you want to do is help people become senior managers and help replicate that. So I got my friends started in Riman, call my buddies up, just tell them, hey man, I'm really excited. I got my hands on something special. I can't show it to you over the phone. We need to get together. And want to show you what I got, man. I think that when you see this, you're gonna have trouble sleeping, man. You're gonna be like, wow, this is amazing. And met with my buddies, showed them what I was doing. They all jumped in, and we just started building this thing. So it's super simple. Like everybody wants to have a date of when getting yourself to the goal of getting to team leader. And really, once again, it's all about creating senior managers. So set a date of when you want to get it done. If you've gotten started in December, I really recommend you doing it by the convention, right? Everybody always wants to get promoted before the convention. Our big convention, obviously, is Long Beach coming up here at the end of February, 27th, 28th, and March 1st in Long Beach. You want to get there by then. Mainly if you got started in December, because you're going to earn an extra $2,500 bonus just for doing that, right? So everybody right now is running for rank before convention. Your income goes through the roof at team leader. Once again, how do you become a team leader? It's super simple, right? Create senior managers, right? First thing is if you can consistently do 10,000 in sales points over a 5-month period, so that's like basically creating 1.5 senior managers a month. If you do that for 5 months, that's that, right? Basically super simple. Once you've done it for 5 months, that's 50,000, or you can just do it 50,000 as soon as you want. So you can do 50,000. It's kind of like being on the Autobahn, right? Like you can drive as fast as you want. There's no speed limit to how fast you can do this. Okay. And you obviously want to help at least 3 people. I always teach people 10, right? You want to have 10 senior manager legs. You might you might hit senior manager with 3 or 4, but you still want to get your 10 strong legs building. So when you hit team leader, you can make a substantial amount of income, right? And basically, as you're building that organization, you want to maintain, obviously minimum of 10,000 a month, but you never want to make your minimums or maximums, obviously. To release commissions, simply get 5 active customers a month, right? And as a team leader, you start to make basically 40% differential on your entire organization down to your next team leader. And then when you create a team leader, they're going to get that. And you're also going to get 40% match bonus on what they earn on that differential and their unit level. So there's a lot of money in this plan. Really quickly, what I want to show you is if you get started, let's say that you get started and you become a team leader, and then you sponsor a planner, they're going to get 10 and you're going to get 40. You're going to get the difference of 40, which is 30% on whatever they sell or buy. And then when they sponsor a planner, right, that new planner that got started, they're going to earn 10%. The sponsor, if they're a planner, they're going to earn 5, and you're going to earn 25, right? So there's a substantial amount of income that you're going to make on everybody, basically whatever they sell or buy, right? And once you unlock your unit level, what happens is as a team leader, you're going to get paid on levels 1 and 2, which is 5%, 5%. As a senior manager, you get paid on levels 3 and 4, right? As 3%, 3%. Now, as a team leader, guess what? You're going to unlock 5 and 6. So there's more money out on the table for you, and you just want to create senior managers. Here's an example. If you created, this shows 3 that get 3. You create one who creates one who creates one. And really, it's better to create as many as you can personally. That's the best way to do it, because the more senior managers you create, when you become a team leader, the more income you're going to generate, right? And that's really what I'm a big fan of doing, is helping people make a lot of money, right? When you hit team leader, you want to have as many senior manager legs as possible, and really just turn yourself into a senior manager factory. That's how you're going to go to the next position, director and senior director, national directors, just helping other people become senior managers. And obviously, the easiest way to become a team leader is focusing in on developing and duplicating senior managers. The hardest way to become a team leader is basically trying to become a team leader, right? It's just focus in on your new people's success. And guess what? Your success is going to be guaranteed. And that's really what I'm a big believer in, is just when a brand new person gets started in your organization, make sure they're the most important person. Right now, if you're brand new and you just got started, you're the most important person in the Riman. Like we want you to win so bad. Everybody's on this call pouring at the heart to help you become a success. So just stay the course, keep jumping on calls, learning and growing, and trying to become the best that you can possibly be. But right now, I'm really excited for you to be able to get a chance to hear from Ivan Tapia. I know some of you guys that speak Spanish, you've heard him before on the Spanish calls. You're like, this guy's on fire. Ivan's he's a legend in this industry, in this profession, right? He's an absolute legend. I don't even like to talk. Hearing how much money he's made is almost hard for people to wrap their head around. You know what I mean? How much success he's been able to accomplish. It's absolutely amazing. And he's made all that money by helping people, right? He helps people become successful. And his leadership is unmatched. His commitment is unmatched. And, he's actually in Riman, he's helping us pioneer that Latin American market. He's actually the vice president of sales for Latin America. And he knows how to build this business, is going to share with you step by step. And I think that's what you're going to get the most from Ivan, is you're going to get a step-by-step on how to become successful, and really how for you to launch your business fast and get out the gate. So open up your hearts, open up your mind. Ivan Tapia is here, one of the best in the entire profession. And we're blessed to have him here sharing this information tonight. So with that being said, Ivan, appreciate your time, and thanks for being with us. Jeez. There we go.
Hey, team, it's a pleasure being with everybody here. My dear friend and national director, Tim Herr, literally, I just finished like 30 seconds ago another call, which we're in right now. We're excited over here. We're in Puerto Rico right now, where we actually just had the opportunity to last month close 5 team leaders. 14 leaders. 14 leaders. So it was just amazing, all the hard work that it was done over here, seeing everything that is happening all around in Riman. We're so happy and excited of what's going on around the world. Julia's had an amazing orientation with National Director Tim Herr and with all the amazing leaders and team leaders and directors and senior directors. I mean, part of the orientation that I've had in my life is to be connected to the system. You know, that's one of the biggest reasons why I am here is because of the systems. I gotta be honest. It's because of orientations. When you normally see big leaders or big superstars, you normally see talent. You normally see the results, but you normally don't see the progress. You normally don't see the challenges. You normally don't see the growth because you just see the results. And you ask yourself, am I able? Can I do it? Because if they did it, how am I gonna do it? Well, that is orientation. That is systems. That's what this does for you. It's the magic. It's the magic of how this makes you do the progress. Because I remember a long time ago, somebody told me, well, how you doing? They told me, I'm in process. Well, what does that mean in process? Well, I'm just in process. You know what that means. And I'm not like growing or going down. I'm just in process. No, what the system does with you, you're always in progress. Maybe you don't see it in the physical world. What that means, you don't see it in your check. You see it on your bank account. You still don't see it in your car. You still don't see it in the quality or style of your life. But eventually, when you less think about it, then you're gonna be here sitting, or you're gonna be in Long Beach, and you're gonna be director, senior director, national director. What happens is always be connected to the systems, and that's why I'm so excited every time I see all the directors and senior directors, because those who made it before us gives you the belief that you can do it. To give you an idea, Tim Herr gives us all the opportunity to see that national director is possible. When somebody else hits national director, which I can tell you, I believe my wife is going to hit national director by April or May. That's my thinking. That's my belief. Once she hits it, what that's going to help is all of you who haven't hit it yet believe that you can do it also. So somebody has paved the way, and they're just showing you how they did it. That's why I'm so grateful about these systems, because the personal development is the key. A lot of people focus on the result. A lot of people don't focus on the thoughts and the emotions. The key is the systems. If you're always connected, it won't fail you. There's a reason why there's plugs for the Apple, for the Mac, because the energy goes down. Well, the orientation, that's what it is. It is your energy. It is your source. It is your mentorship. And what happens is when you don't do it, you need to plug in back. That's going to help you go to the next level. So if you guys want to go director, make sure you plug in the most amount of people. One mentor long time ago, and this is my closing thoughts. Mentor long time ago told me, Ivan, when you have guests, the orientation and the presentation needs you. But then he told me, when you don't have guests, you need the presentation and the orientation. And that was so true. For 3 years, I never knew what I was making $1,000 a month in this industry. Believe it or not, for 3 years, I did not know what was the feeling of being making $1,000 a month in this industry. But after 3 years, we started making 1,000. Less than 10 months later, 20,000. Less than 10 months later, 100,000. A lot of people ask me, what did you did to do it from a 10,000 to 100,000? And my response is, it's not what I did then, to be honest. I can tell you, but it's what kept me in the game those first 3 years. Because without keeping me in the game for the first 3 years, I wouldn't be here with you guys right now. So thank you very much, Mr. Team. It's amazing being in this call with all of you. Excited to be in this call with all of you. Love being in this call with all of you. Congratulations on everybody on amazing December. Let's have an amazing run. For me, month of December is one of the best months to build in the industry. You know why? Because a lot of people get emotional in December on the right end, and maybe not on the right end where they need our help, right? Just to give you an idea, I started an MLM January 2009. Why? Because my December 2008 was a rough December. That's why I started. There's a lot of people right now needing you in December to share the opportunity with you guys or you with them.